another hot, sweaty, humid southeast Queensland day. I'm here with Katelyn. She's helping us out, stripping all the interior, roof lining, carpet, you name it. We're getting ready to get this thing chopped. It's a pretty cool experience being able to have some of my friends come over and help, especially when they've never really done this before. It's pretty inspiring, I think. A lot of them sort of are talking about getting project cars and whatnot, but until you actually start pulling them apart and finding problems, trying to fix them, putting heaps of money into it, most of the time you're like, why have I done this? Anyway, found out these things are actually central locking, which is pretty cool considering it's a 91 model. So here we are, just making sure that we get all the wiring out properly. Door is off. They're actually not that heavy, they're just awkward to pick up. So just making sure that we put all the bolts in Ziploc bags that have been labelled so nothing gets lost or misplaced. Just working away. Here we go. Ooh, Katelyn's on the tools. Look at her go. Yeehaw. Now, I think this was the last door that was coming off. And now we are onto the interior. Now, I'm pretty lucky that I can stand up in these things. It's a bit hard to sort of kneel because it absolutely kills your legs. Does anybody else find it really frustrating when you undo one bolt or screw and then you go to do the next one and it doesn't fit? So you got to get another tool to do it. It's so annoying. Anyway, with the roof lining, I've got a really good interior guy up here on the sunny coast who redid all the shorty. So probably get onto him again. He is going to be over the moon about having to do another one for me. Anyway. Oh, look, how nice of Katelyn to jump back in and help. Yeah, look, I feel the exact same. I'm over it. Now, this thing was such a pain to get out. So some of them were like tech screwed in, and then some were screws, and it was just a real pain. Anyway, watch me get extremely frustrated here because I couldn't get anything on it to get it out, and there was like sticky, slimy shit in there, and I don't even know what it is. I don't want to know what it is because it was gross. Anyway, I'm getting pretty frustrated here. I wonder how many times we said F this or, oh, yep, let's burn it. Okay, so that's one for let's burn it. Or, it's bloody hot. Oh, there's two for let's burn it. Maybe majority rules. So I think it was at this point that I was just really over it, thought I had it. And then, another 2 bolts. Love that for me. Anywho, we did get there in the end, guys. It just took a little bit of, elbow grease. And this is what we got done. It just got way too hot, to be honest. It was ridiculous. It was one of those first sort of heat wave days that we got, especially up here on the sunny coast. Look at that collie in the background. Anywho, back to this absolute mess. So, yeah, this is what we managed to get done. Pretty proud of ourselves for a good afternoon's work. So after a solid day's work on the tools, just thought I'd show Katelyn what real horsepower is, showing her exactly what the TB42 can do. A little bit of full driving and, lost a mud flap. I have no idea how it got on the roof, but, just must be patrol things. Anyway, someone said pub.
Nice.
Yes, very nice about the pub and about a working clock. Wow, I wonder if I sell it if I'll be a multi-millionaire. As you can see, Katelyn is just thoroughly enjoying her luxury drive to the local pub. And the last corner before we get there, just making sure I do a really nice parallel park right out the front. So I did tell Katelyn that just because she's been working on a patrol all day doesn't mean that she can go and start any fights. Well, we got booted out of the pub because Katelyn just wanted to try and fight everyone after a couple of rumbos. Anyway, so here I am being a good friend, designated drunk driving home, ready for another day on the tools. And here we are, day 2, another hot, sweaty day. It was actually disgusting. I don't know what is happening with the weather. I understand that, yes, it's Queensland, and it's summer, but it's just, this is like almost Cairns weather. You walk outside and you're like dripping in sweat because it is just that humid and disgusting. So we managed to get the carpet out with more of that like gross, sticky, slimy, dark substance, whatever it is. It was just gross. Anyway, you never realize how dirty your car is until you take out the interior. You just don't understand the stuff that is underneath the carpet, like dirt, mud, sand, you name it. It's actually disgusting. So I'm just taking all of the underlying, whatever this is called, like insulation type stuff out from underneath the carpet. I am going to be doing the car builder, like heat and sound deadener. So I've done that in the shorty. Makes a huge difference. So the only thing is I only did the floor in the shorty. This one I'm going to be doing the roof, the doors, and the floor. And I'm hoping that makes a huge difference in regards to heat and sound. So yeah, just vacuumed all of the dust and dirt and everything that was under it. I used a wire brush just to get rid of all the excess like insulation stuff. And just really scrubbed it as best I could. Look, I didn't really go in too hard here because I will be doing the actual proper prep for it when I get the car builder stuff. If anyone has any other suggestions apart from car builders, drop it in the comments. I'll have a look into it. I don't really know too much any other brands, to be honest. I just know the car builder stuff. I'm sorry that it's not really that exciting, all of this first sort of stuff. I just thought I'd really actually document everything, not just the really cool stuff, like all the chop that we're going to do, the tray, the, interior, you name it. I really wanted to try and document from start to finish with everything. So yeah, sorry that it's not really that exciting. I am actually getting microphones, so I'll be able to talk and record, explain what I'm doing at that particular time, and I'm just trying to, get there. It's just all the gear is actually quite expensive. I really want to sort of get all the newer stuff as well, so it comes with warranty and whatnot, because I don't really trust Marketplace when it comes to that sort of stuff. So I will be getting all the stuff that I need pretty soon. So now I'm just degreasing it, just getting rid of all like the extra sticky stuff that is there holding like that insulation stuff down. I'm just scrubbing it with the wire brush because there's some parts that didn't quite come off. It was just, must have been, wet or something at that time. So I'm just taking all these little grommets out because we are going to be hosing it out. As you can see, there is a absolutely delightful little bit of rust there on the driver's floor. It's fine, it's fixable, it's not all the way through, it's just that top part. As you can see, that beautiful little waterfall that's happening. So this is the last bit that we did for today, just because it was so hot and I didn't really want to start on the exterior when it was like the middle of the day at this point, and we'd done the interior. I was pretty happy with the progress over technically, let's just say one full day. So yeah, it's looking pretty naked now, which is awesome. A big weight off my shoulders because I had a bit of help. At least I didn't have to do it myself this time. So yeah, as you can see, it is pretty rusty. That's hot. Anyway, awesome. On to day 3 of always starting my day off with a coffee. Didn't have any Red Bull at this time. Caramel syrup is a must. Now, if you have not made your own iced frappe, do it. So I'm out here nice and early, being sensible, trying to beat the heat before it gets too hot. Just got the flappy disc out, trying to get rid of this top layer of Raptor lining because it is just a nightmare. I know I have said it probably a million times now, but honestly, just no, don't. Just don't do it. If you're thinking about it, don't do it. It's horrible. So now I've just got the orbital that is attached to the compressor. I'm pretty sure I was just using 120 now that I take that top layer off with the flappy disc. It does just make it a lot easier. I just use 120 and then go to 320. It came out pretty smooth, surprisingly. So yeah, just doing all these sort of smaller places. Matt does come out and help me with the top sort of like part of the roof beside the gutter, as you can see here. It's just because he's taller. It started to kill my arms after a little while, so check out that rust. That's hot. The previous people who ever wrapped aligned it obviously just chucked a bit of bog in there. Didn't really do any rust repairs, which is amazing. So just one more thing that we need to do, and then here we are. Teamwork makes the dream work, right? Straight on here. Just trying to work together. It's a bit hard when the dust is just going everywhere, but we did get there. We did end up finishing this side pretty much, which is, again, a huge weight off my shoulder because, yeah, Matt works FIFO, so it's pretty much just me for 3 weeks of the month, unless I get someone over to help me, but I've only got one sander. So this was just from the other day, actually. I did the bonnet first. I was having to play around with just the sander with the Raptor, and it took me so long. Anyway, we ended up flappy disking just is that even a thing? Flappy disking? Whatever. The layer, especially along the front, just made it so much easier and quicker for me. But yeah, I was pretty happy with how it turned out in the end. Just made it super flat. Again, I have no real experience with any sort of, I guess you call it panel beating. I'm not sure if that's what it is, but yeah, I don't really have any experience with it. I've honestly just watched a couple of YouTube videos and had to play around myself. I did, have a little bit to do with the shorty, but it wasn't like this. I didn't have to sand it all the way back, especially with the Raptor lining, which, again, I'm going to say it is horrible. Don't do it. But yeah, anyway, I'm pretty proud of, what I have been able to do with the time that I have and the equipment I have. Because, yeah, we didn't start off with all of that, like the compressor and stuff. So this was the next day, I'm pretty sure. I just finished off after we flappy disced that front part. As you can see, that's all gone. I had a really good crack at this. Now, it doesn't look like it would be smooth, but I am actually so surprised how smooth I did get it. There's only a couple of little scratches that I will have to go over again, only because I didn't see or feel them with all the dust and whatnot. So I only discovered them after I started washing it off with the water. But yeah, I just couldn't believe how smooth it actually was. It doesn't look like it would be smooth with all the different colors, but surprisingly, I think I did pretty well. At least now I've got a pretty good understanding of how the rest of the panels should look, and I don't have to take it all the way back to bare metal. So this is what it looks like after it's all been wiped down. It is still wet, yes, and there's those scratches. Anyway, that's the end of the episode. Thank you so much for watching. Can't wait to show you what is next. Also, just a reminder, we still have this giveaway going. Make sure you jump over to our Instagram, follow the Instagram page, tag a couple of your friends, subscribe to the YouTube channel, and it will be drawn on the 7th of February.